Hello, I'm Arti and I have brought a video on respond to a situation. As we know that this task is new in PTE Core, so students have a lot of problems about it. So let us explore it in detail. Let's see what we are going to do in this video. So I'm going to answer 3 questions. First, what this task is all about, how this task is assessed, and most importantly, how to attempt this task. So I'll go to the first question. The response to a situation is a question from PTE Core Speaking module, and it contributes its score to only the speaking module. You can get 2 to 4 tasks in the exam. Preparation time is 20 seconds for each question. I can understand the time is pretty less and it's challenging, but then it's an international exam. The only thing we can do is practice it and excel in it. So after the preparation time of 20 seconds, you will have 40 seconds to complete the response or record your response. Now some recommendations. Start recording the response only after you listen to a beep. And secondly, do not speak for 40 seconds completely. Speak somewhere before 40 seconds so that your response is recorded properly. And most importantly, please do make notes while you are listening to the audio. This is a suggestion from PTE Core experts and it should not be ignored. Having talked about what this task is, let us see what a typical respond to a situation task looks like. So you will have this on the screen. First you'll have the instructions which say you will have 20 seconds to think about your answer. Then you will hear a beep. You will have 40 seconds to answer the question. Please answer completely as you can. Now they have given you all the instructions about 20 seconds preparation time, 40 seconds responding time, and most importantly, start after the beep. And let's see the question now. Your final exams are approaching, you are stressed and you cannot focus on your studies. You even had a panic attack. You think you will fail. So you plan to fix an appointment with the psychiatrist to discuss your condition. What do you say to the psychiatrist? We will be handling this task a little later, but now I will shift to the second question, the assessment criteria. Let us see how the response that you record is assessed by PTE Core. So in this task, there are basically 3 criteria for which you are assessed. They are fluency, pronunciation, and appropriacy. Let us delve deep into them. My first criteria is fluency. Now what does fluency mean? Please maintain natural speed and volume. Some people think that if you speak very fast and very loudly, the computer will give you more marks, but trust me, there is nothing like that. Maintain natural speed, natural volume, that will be helpful. Your speech must show rhythm, phrasing, and it should have smoothness. Now if I talk about phrasing, what is phrasing? Phrasing means that don't speak the entire sentence in a haste. Divide the sentence in 2 or 3 parts. For example, I say people in Western countries listen to English music. So I can phrase it as people in Western countries, this is one chunk, listen to English music, this is another part. So if you divide it into phrases, it will be helpful for you to gain more marks. Secondly, while speaking, if you make any mistake, please ignore it and keep talking. Do not try to correct that mistake. In that way, you'll be making more mistakes and losing a lot of marks. Now, what to avoid? Avoid self-correction. Do not correct yourself. Hesitations. Be confident. Do not hesitate. And yes, no repetitions. So having talked about fluency, let's see what pronunciation is. Pronunciation means pronouncing every word correctly and accurately. And please pay attention to word stress and sentence stress. Very soon I'll be coming forward with a video on word stress and sentence stress, which will really help you in gaining marks for pronunciation. We talked about pronunciation. Let's see what is appropriacy. Now appropriacy means that the language that you use should be appropriate to the situation and the person or the persons you are addressing to. Secondly, your response should be very polite and clear, and you can use formal or informal register depending upon the situation. Now I have used the word register. What does this mean? So let's see. You can read that it says the way a speaker uses language differently in different situations or while talking to different people. Now if you're talking to your boss or the principal of the college, you will have a formal register. But if you're talking to your friends, your cousins, your register will be very casual. One more thing that you have to take care of is, in appropriacy, please make sure you have to pick as many as possible keywords from the task itself. The more words you choose and pick, the more marks you'll get in this context. So having talked about the assessment criteria, now let's shift to the most important question, how to attempt this task. So you will see a transcript on the screen and simultaneously you will be listening to the audio. Now what PTE Core experts say is, while listening to the audio, make notes. Just pick some words or sentences from the task itself, from the question itself, and have some inputs using your brain. I will be talking about it and I will be framing a response for this question in a little while. But before that, let us see, if you want to use a template, what can be the template for this? So first of all, you have to have a greeting or a salutation. You can have that, hello John, hello Priya, hello Mrs. Smith, or if you don't have any name and you have a designation. For example, in my task, we have the psychiatrist. Hello psychiatrist, and understand that you're adding one word from the task, and that is going to add to appropriacy. Next, you can use this line in the template. I would like to inform you that. Now you can have 1 to 2 sentences, or you can have 2 to 3 keywords. If you're able to make sentences, that will be a good idea. Otherwise, you can pick the keywords as well. The next sentence you can use is, kindly take notice of the fact that 1 or 2 keywords or 1 or 2 sentences can be added. I would request you to help me in this regard. If you require any help from my side, kindly contact me at the earliest. I would like to tell you that these 2 last lines might not have any relevance with the question, but we have added them to add marks for fluency and pronunciation. So you can learn them by heart. Having discussed the template, now let's go and frame the task. Let's see how we frame the response. First of all, I know it's psychiatrist, so I'll say, hello psychiatrist. My next thing will be, because I'm a student and I'm studying, I need to say that. Hello psychiatrist, my name is John. I'm a student. My exams are approaching. Now my exams are approaching is the sentence I have picked up directly from the question. And I can say I'm stressed. Again, I've picked it from the question itself. And cannot focus on my study. I have keywords from the question. So this is all going to add to my appropriacy score. Now, when I said I'm stressed, I need to understand, while I heard the word stressed in the audio, I need to understand what are the characteristics of stress. Breathing problems, lack of sleep, lack of appetite. So I can say, I have disturbed sleep and breathing problems. I also had a panic attack a week ago. So panic attack is again a word from the question itself. I think I will fail. Again, I have picked it directly from the question. And ruin my future. Now, when you fail, you ruin your future. That's very, very common. So we can use this sentence. And definitely our parents have high hopes from us. So I can say my parents have high hopes from me. So this will all add to fluency if you just make notes. I would like to fix an appointment with you to discuss my problem. Kindly help me in this regard. So I have made an answer for around 25 to 30 seconds, and that will be enough for me. Now, if you think your English is good enough and you can do it without a template, that will be great. But if you want to use a template, that's going to be equally good. I hope you liked the video. Thank you. And if you have any queries, please do contact us. We'll readily help you.